Morning all, another day at the Costa Caribe. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Looking a little bit cloudy out, but give it a chance. The sun isn't properly up yet. So what I'm going to do this morning, just have a little walk round, just show you around the pool and the beach. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rooms, the food, something that's new to me, the tip-in. So yeah, I'm going to have a little walk round, show you the best bits. Best bit for me has been the beach. So there's the hotel. There's the hotel beach. All the beds. They've planted up palm trees. And then short walk, and you're in the sea. And that is just so warm. So different to other places I've been, like in Canaries, Rhodes, Spain, other places in Spain. Just so warm. And we've got a few little waves that managed to get in. But we've got the reef out there that breaks it all up. You can see the tips of some rocks there. And then there's another one further out, breaks it all up. It's such a clean part of the beachfront along here. This section of the beach is kept so clean. In the distance down there you can see there's a chap working, he's raking up the seaweed. There's litter collection. Oh, let's zoom that back out. So I've been for walks. I've walked that way as far as I could go. Well, not as far as I could go, but a good distance. And I've been down that way a good distance. That way is where the other hotels are. And I've walked quite a way down, and I'd say our bit of beach here is better than any of theirs. We're right on the water's edge. It's kept clean. There's not as much seaweed. And the proof is, if you go for a walk yourself, you'll see a lot of that is empty at the minute. Not many people down on the beach. And we're in the start of March. Whereas for the whole 2 weeks here, our hotel's been busy. Someone out there swimming already. There's the beach bar. So we're right in the thick of it here. The amount of beds they got, loads of them. Beach volleyball there. Smaller net there, couple of table tennis tables. Down this end is quite lively. The entertainments team seem to do a lot of stuff down here. They do beach games, they will do the volleyball and other stuff that goes on. They've got a programme of events. This is at the edge of the hotel. This is the VIP bit. The bit here is just beyond the hotel. All those beds and tables over there, chairs, they get set up by the locals who come around with cigarettes, souvenirs, asking you if you want a massage. There's hair braiding, which I've seen quite a few people have done. Yeah, they got paintings, just stuff in general to sell, and they will wander around. They wander around the beds, just asking if you want to buy anything. All you do, if you don't, just say no, thank you, and they just move away. Not push you at all, really. But this end, yeah, it's busy. The entertainment team do their thing. Not that I've joined in any of that. Bit old for all that now. Bit old for volleyball. My back can't do anything like that. Literally, I plonk in there, float around a bit, little bit of swimming and out again. That's the beach hut for your towels. Little bit of a sitting around area. In the evening, people come and sit down here. Yeah, in this area, you get some people set up tables and they're selling jewellery, souvenirs, pictures, bits and pieces, but they're actually on the hotel site. This is where they do the entertainment in the evening. They bring out loads of chairs and just stack them out in rows. The entertainment in the evening hasn't really been my cup of tea. You know, it's maybe I've just seen too many in hotels. You know, you don't see anything different, but plenty of people down here watching it, enjoying it. So I would pop down, just see what was going on, watch a little bit, and then, yeah, that was me done. Here we got their Mediterranean restaurant that you have to book. Been in there a couple of times. Of the three we tried, this one had the biggest menu. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. That was okay. And just round to the side of that, we got a snack bar. And in here as well, they do sort of a grill, like a restaurant night where they do a lot of grilled meats and stuff. But yeah, there's a snack bar. It's fine. They've got chicken, burgers, salad, chips. You know, that's what you want. That's what you want. Look nice enough. So there's the pool bar. So from this side, yeah, you stroll out and get a drink. From the other side, you're in the pool. Low down, get a drink in there. There's the other side with the pool bar. Chat about cleaning. Keeps him busy really, because when it's windy, blows stuff off the trees. Loads of it in there. They do a good job of keeping it clean. Well, that was the main pool. There's a smaller one just along a bit. Other side of the restaurant. That's the restaurant behind me. Don't want to film too close. People having breakfast now. That's the buffet restaurant. Alright, this is a smaller pool. Not bad though. Just needs something for when it gets really hot. Just needs something to plunge into, just to cool down. There's some gardens. hammocks. People have been playing the giant chess in the evenings. In the back there's a hut with kayaks and other bits and pieces you can use. Okay, so that was a little bit of a walk around just of the beach and the pool area really. People seem to get up very early here, so I was down at just before 7:30. There's people on the beds, there's people in the sea, there's people already having breakfast. You know, not everyone likes to be filmed sort of eating their breakfast or down on the beach in their swimwear. You know, so got to respect that a little bit. Now I like to wear swimming shorts, so it's all loose, nothing to see. There's plenty of people here walk around in the speedos. One bloke particularly embarrassing. He nice pair of speedos, but the S had fell off the logo, so I wouldn't be wearing those. Been here a week and a half, and I did say I was going to mention food, tip-in and the room. Let's start with the room. You go on the website, you're going to see the pictures of the room. They are very basic. You know, you don't get pictures on the wall. One thing I really have noticed is that you use the air conditioning. It's got, you know, air conditioning does make a noise, but it's not too noisy. And they got a ceiling fan, and we use that all the time, and that is silent. So many places I've been to where you turn the ceiling fan on and it makes a right old racket. This is really good. I can only talk for our room, but yeah, really good ceiling fan. First time we've had a stocked mini bar, so we've had soft drinks in there, water, a couple of bottles of bubbly. I'm not too sure how often the maids do come round, but we choose to do our room every other day. So we just stick the sign up on the door that, you know, do not clean. And yeah, every other day we have ours done. The bathroom's okay, shower, the handle on the adjustable bit is a bit knackered. Sometimes there isn't always hot water, just goes a bit warm, so maybe if there's high usage they don't keep up with it, with heating it. But you know, it's minor things, not a problem. Me and the girlfriend, we both slept well. Beds seem okay. There are two massive beds in our room, so we weren't sure whether you was meant to have one each or not. So anyway, we just stayed on the same bed together. But as rooms go, it's been fine. When we did book our holiday, we did upgrade the room, so not sure if that, can't remember what the details were, but that may have got us something with a sea view. It might have got us more in the minibar than others, I don't know, can't really remember now. But it's such a cheap holiday anyway, it just made sense to upgrade a bit. As I've mentioned the money, and I've said it's not a dear holiday, well, I'm not giving you the exact figures here, I can't remember, but it worked out about £1,400 each. And we were looking at staying at other hotels and it was going to be about 2,300 each. And for some reason, I don't normally search for a hotel this way, I went on the selection and listed the hotels by TripAdvisor rating, and of course you start off with the hotels on the top of the list. They're all very expensive. You scroll down, and suddenly you hit this one. And but it just looked nice enough, and then we did a little bit of a look at the reviews, see what it did well with on the TripAdvisor rating, and it was such a big saving going from sort of £1,400 to the 2,300. We just thought we'd give it a go, you know, and been pleasantly surprised. It's been nice hotel. And for our stay here for the 2 weeks, when we went to book restaurants, I think the girl behind the counter said we can book I think it was nine visits to the restaurants they do. They got a Tex-Mex, a grill, Mediterranean, Dominican. Yeah, I think that's all of it. So in the first week we booked 3 of those. Second week we booked a couple. Otherwise, if you're not doing the restaurants, you've got the main buffet bar. Sorry, the main buffet restaurant, and that's been fine. Breakfast is lunch and dinner is all on buffet, very varied. Across lunch and dinner, there's always pork, chicken, beef, fish. They have special nights. They had a night where it's a hell of a lot of seafood. Sometimes there's an extra nice spread of like different cheeses and meats out. Even though they have the cheese and meat out every day, this is like an extra night. Sorry, this is a night where it's got a load of extra cheeses and stuff out. Salads are okay. Yeah, they have themed nights, which is fine, you know. But otherwise, you know, if you're not into that, there's plenty of food anyway. I'm particularly liking the breakfast. I get out there in the morning, see the chap, he knocks me out a couple of fried eggs. I have those with some bits and pieces, and then I go back for waffles. Yeah, they're made fresh. Get them while they're warm. All the syrups and stuff on them. Not something I would normally have at home, but I'm sort of hooked on them at the minute. And at the same station they do crepes. But I haven't had one of them yet. I'm sticking to waffles. So yeah, I've not starved while I've been here. The food's been nice enough. They do a few strange things where maybe it's just a Caribbean type thing, but breakfast is what I would expect. There'd be eggs, types of sausage. You know, they have different types. Sometimes like a bean, but then they're slinging spring rolls for breakfast. Bit odd. You know, you can do a little bit of a search on their own website or on the TripAdvisor. You'll see pictures of food. Yeah, it's all nice enough. I haven't had anything that I thought, oh yeah, that's not too good. So yeah, that ticks the box there. So another thing I'm not used to being in the Caribbean is the tipping. And you know, from the UK we go to Europe, it's not something we do. We don't tip. It's not something we do. We're here, I think a lot of Americans are really used to tipping. You know, they tip everything. So, you know, I was in the restaurant, bloke filled up, one of the staff filled up a pasta bowl for him, handed him the pasta bowl. The chap tipped him. You know, it's tipping everything. So, not really something I'm used to. And so what we did, we got a couple of, they take US dollars here. So we brought about $200 in singles, and we were just going to play it by ear, see what happened, who was doing what. And yes, the Americans tip all the time. There's lots of other people that don't tip at all, and that's fine. You know, I can understand that. But we sort of went along with it a little bit with some of the tipping. So what have we thought that worked for us with the tipping, really? We would normally go away and then tip the maid something at the end of the holiday. Just that's how we do it. But what we decided here was then, because we're getting our room done every other day, we just leave a tip then. So we've been leaving $3 US dollars. So, you know, don't really see much of the maid. The room's fine, you know, but we would normally leave it at the end, so we decided to do $3 US dollars every other day. The girls who have been looking after us at breakfast, they're very cheery, they're very helpful. My girlfriend, she likes to have decaf coffee. They sort that out for us every morning. So what we've done, we've tipped after the first week. We tipped 10 US dollars, and then midway through the second week we've done another 10 US dollars, because they've just been so helpful. And I don't know if they would do it if you don't tip, I don't know, but we get an extra large mug for our coffee in the mornings, and they're always there sort of to get the hot water, the milk all ready for the girlfriend when she has her decaf. Yeah, one of them, she's spending a lot of time trying to teach me how to say good morning, good afternoon and good night. She's not having much success, but you know, we're trying. And you can see where I am on the beach here. I'm quite a little bit away from the main bar, and the bar over there. Now there's some waiters who come round and they're looking to get people drinks, so we've taken advantage of that. So we'll be right down here out the way, and yeah, order a couple of drinks, off he goes, comes back. We've been tipping like $2 US dollars. I don't know if I'm being mean or not, I don't know, but that's what we give. He seems all right about it, keeps coming back, so it keeps us topped up. Yeah, you know, he's even surprised us by bringing them when we haven't asked for them. I'm not complaining, I did drink them anyway, but yeah, so maybe we were doing something right there. But I will say, when you go up to the main bar, you're going up to the bar yourself, and not, you know, I'm not feeling it. Sometimes they're not, you know, they're a bit fed up, I think, the bar staff, you know, so I haven't tipped there. The odd time I have, but not very often. But in the sports bar, when we go most evenings, so yeah, in the sports bar, I've tipped a couple of US dollars. You know, it's just, yeah, you know, they keep the place clean, that sports bar. Service is nice, you know, she always smile on her face, says hello. So yeah, don't mind tipping there. Yes, I just don't tip everywhere we go. But there you go, that's a bit of waffle about our stay here at Costa Caribe. Very nice, enjoyed it. Very cheap as well. So we've got a couple of days left, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Yeah, then we've got the journey back. So I'll be back to the Caribbean. I've enjoyed it. The sea is just so warm, so nice. sandy beaches, yeah. Right, signing off. Got to go and get myself a coffee. See you then.